Miss R. Miss R, I'm actually hungry. Do you mind if I eat my toast during a class?
Not a problem. And I can see that you have buttered your toast very nicely.
Yes, I like to have an even layer of butter on my toast.
Even. Aha.
Yes, even. I like my butter layer to be leveled. That way, each bite has the same amount of butter. Some people just put a few blobs of butter on the toast and don't spread it evenly. Then, in some bites, you get a lot of butter, and in some, no butter at all. And I think it tastes odd.
Odd. Aha.
Yes, odd. I mean, it tastes strange.
Very interesting.
Interesting? Why?
Because today we are going to be learning about odd and even numbers.
Odd and even numbers. So, we have numbers that are level and numbers that are straight?
Well, not exactly. A number is even if it can be divided into two equal groups without any remaining. So, in the case of even numbers, you can say that both groups will be level, and a number will be odd if it cannot be divided into two equal groups without any remaining. So, the groups will not be level.
So, every number would be either odd or even, right?
Correct.
How do we find out if it is odd or even? Do we need to divide it into two groups every time? That would be very tedious, especially for big numbers.
You are absolutely right. We need to know which numbers out of 0 to 9 are odd and which are even, and then we have a trick for identifying odd and even for bigger numbers using this information. So let's look at the numbers from 0 to 9 one by one and identify which ones are odd and which are even. I have here two jars. We can start with number 9. Let's take 9 objects.
How about nine cars?
Sure. Now let's divide them into the two jars. One, one, two, two, three, three, four, four, five. So one jar has 5 and the other 4, which means that we cannot divide 9 into two equal groups, so it is an odd number. Let us now take number 8 and see if 8 cars can be divided into two equal groups. One, one, two, two, three, three, four, four, and there we go. We have been able to divide 8 into two equal groups, so
it is an even number.
yes, that's right. Now let's see number 7 and divide 7 cars into the two jars. One, one, two, two, three, three, four.
One group has 4 and the other 3, so they are not equal. So 7 is an odd number.
Very good. Now going to number 6. We have 6 cars here now, and let's get started. One, one, two, two, three, three.
And both groups have 3 each, so 6 is an even number.
Correct. Now it's the turn of number 5. And here are the 5 cars. One, one, two, two, three.
The groups are not equal, so 5 is an odd number.
Yes. And Here's number 4 and 4 cars. One, one, two, two.
Both groups have 2 cars each, so 4 is an even number.
Correct again. Going on to number 3 and 3 cars. One, one, two.
Well, the groups are not equal, so 3 is an odd number.
Right again. And here is number 2 and our 2 cars. One, one.
Both groups have 1 each, so 2 is an even number. And 1, well, if you have 1 car, only 1 jar can have it, so it's an odd number.
Very good. Now, what do you think about number 0? Is that odd or even?
Well, if I have 0 cars, then both jars have 0 cars. So both jars have equal number of cars. I would say that 0 is an even number.
And you are absolutely correct. So the even numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8.
And the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Very good. Yes, and we need to try to remember these even and odd numbers. Remember that 0 is the smallest even number. And if you start from 0 and do skip counting by 2, you will get even numbers. And similarly, remember that 1 is the smallest odd number. If you start from 1 and do skip counting by 2 again, then you will end up with odd numbers.
That's a good trick. Now, Miss R, what about big numbers?
Coming to big numbers. Well, the rules are, if the last digit of a number is even, then the number is also even. And if the last digit of the number is odd, then the number is also odd. Let us see some examples. This number has 9 as the last digit, which is an odd number. So this number is odd. And here is a number which has 4 as the last digit. Now we know that 4 is even, so this number is even. And this big number that we have, it has 3 as the last digit, which is an odd number. So the number is odd. This small number 80, the last digit is 0, which is an even number. So the number 80 is also even.
That was not difficult, Miss R. Thank you so much for teaching me about even and odd numbers. It was a lot of fun.
You're most welcome, Sam.
Please like, share and subscribe.